Hi, Coach Sandy here. And this is my Thoughtful Thursday message. I'm thinking that today I might actually have to acknowledge that as much as I think I'm organized and I'm not easily distracted, today might not be one of those days. I just woke up with a lot going on in my mind. I felt very creative. And so I want to share with you, I think this will show up, my usually organized desk is not looking quite so organized. So sorry if I'm making you dizzy. It kind of begins with, what am I drinking next? My tea, my iced coffee, or my water? You have to see the message on my water. Everything always works out for me. And recently it really has been. And then I was with Sage Levine. I am a woman who rocks business. So that was pretty exciting. So that has my water. And then you can see down here a little bit further on my desk, there's all sorts of files. My pad is open that I usually work from. But then as you come through, we've got my phone, which has the text messages and all bouncing in. And then here's a piece of my core message that I'm revising and revamping. Over here is a meeting that I attended today with Star Resources and my friend Mary Elizabeth, and we talked about core values, very interesting. And then I have here my journal, which is my personal journal that I was writing in earlier today. So I put that over there along with my daily motivation and gratitude journal. And then I decided that it was time for me to get back to my Better Life journal. This is with Dean Graziosi. And so these are my business goals and my 3 minutes a day to make me more powerful and impactful. I ordered some things for my new group. How do you get this to look good? Huh. Guess maybe you can read sideways or upside down. It says, be bright, be bold, be happy, be you. That's just one of them. And then the next one says, believe in yourself. Absolutely good words. How about this one, my happiness journal? Wouldn't that be fun to just kind of write in everything that makes you happy? And here we go. Maybe you need to do this one first, my to-do list for being happy. So I have those ready for a special gift for my coaching students, clients that starts October 5th. And then I decided that, well, they needed something a little bit extra. So I wanted to have a special card. And so this is a box of cards to show appreciation and celebrate someone you believe in, someone who is awesome. And these are little uplifting cards. So I have those. I'm getting ready for my course. Wow, you can see that I may have just a little too much on my desk here. Just knocked over my grandkids. I'm rocking business rock star. That's me. And then I got my own book in here, A Weekend to Change Your Life. One of my yoga students had given me this, and it is just awesome. I'm very excited about the messages in here and the clarity. And as I work with women who are over 45, typically to redesign their life, to navigate their life, to find new ways of being, to get realigned, this woman just did a great job. I may just have to build a little course around this. I just liked her message. And then it would appear that I've become a groupie. So Think Like a Monk is Jay Shetty. Now I was introduced to him back with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi last year, and I just really liked his message, his clarity, his succinctness, the words he used, and yet his sense of humor and how humble he is. Not bad eyes to look at either. So I said to my husband, I said, let's go ahead and download a book because we're going to be doing some driving. And so we downloaded the book, and my husband was thoroughly impressed. So I was taking notes feverishly because I wasn't driving. And I'm going to bring this back up here now so that you get to look at my charming, illustrious, and adorable face. There we are. And so he was impressed, and I said, I'm just taking too many notes here. I'm going to have to go ahead and get the book. So I got the book, and because I want to be able to mark it up and really take, highlighted portions that, again, I may share with my clients, because it's just awesome information. And so then I discovered that he has a workbook. And I said, well, if I have the book, I have to have the workbook. And so I ordered the workbook, and the workbook was just delivered, except it wasn't. I opened up, or I went to open up the envelope that it came in, delivered from you know who does all things great, wonderful, and fast. And there was no workbook in it. So now I don't have my workbook, so I'm very sad. But I think with everything else on my desk and in my space, it shouldn't be too difficult to get a replacement for that workbook. So why do I share all this with you? I don't know, for a sense of humor maybe, so that we remember to take ourselves lightly and not get too serious, to remind ourselves that all things shiny do not necessarily make for a good productivity oriented day. I think I need a swallow of a little something. I think this one is iced coffee. But you know what? It feels good to be involved. It feels good to be creative. It feels good to be learning. Even though my learning curve has been very steep, I'm connecting with people that inspire me and that challenge me and that help me to be better at what I'm doing. And by having this spread out all in front of me, I recognize that a lot of people work this way all the time, and they're very effective. I have a son who has piles of paper all around him. I have a husband who has stacks of stuff all around him. I couldn't work that way on a daily basis, but I know some people are more productive that way. So I think the message maybe today is to grant ourselves some grace, to be willing to laugh at ourselves, to recognize that we're not all the same. We're not all cut from the same cloth. We don't all have the same core values. We don't all have the same mission or purpose. And wouldn't it be boring if we did? There are just so many people who have magical powers and powerful missions, and I'm so impressed with them, and they inspire me and lift me. And I hope that this message, this Thoughtful Thursday, has just given you a moment to laugh, to look around at your life, to maybe grant yourself some grace, and maybe even go ahead and move yourself into a space of laughter and fun and gratitude, and set yourself up for maybe as that little book that I held up that is now probably falling over. Maybe make yourself a to-do list on how to be happy, what to do to make yourself happy, and then fill in the other, which is, what did I do that made me happy? So have a great one, Sandy. Warren, Coach Sandy, actually, Wellness with Attitude, navigating the curves of life with you. So although I may not be a great navigator today, I think having a sense of humor does help me to navigate the curves of life. Thanks for dropping by.